the Europeans are fighting, and this time Macron is the one that is going against the US, causing a stir. Let me show you what he said, and then we'll come back.
Those who decided to cooperate, to make trade with neighbors, even if they were not allies, Russia, for energy. Because we decided, de facto, that trade could be the best way to cooperate, could create irreversible links and precisely avoid the others to be aggressive. They decided to weaponize the energy, putting us in a completely crazy and unbelievable situation. Pandemic and war just pushed us in a situation to discover that we have to reduce our dependencies if you want to preserve the European identity. Otherwise, we will progressively be dependent on everything.
As you might have guessed, they came after him after this speech. Listen to what they said.
The fact that he sides with China and against America at the very moment when military exercises are taking place on Taiwan's borders does not align with European interests. Polish Prime Minister Morawiecki stressed that the relationship to the U.S. is critical to Poland's security.
Some members of parliament were even distancing themselves from him, and they were saying how he doesn't speak for European Union, and that's just his thoughts, and that, oh my goodness, like, we get it, you heavily depend on the US, and that's exactly what his point was. Like, we need to be sovereign so that, you know, if US is messing up things with China or Russia or Africa, we're not going to be held accountable, and that's not what he wants. And unfortunately, they've already made their bed and they have to lay in it, because European Union is right there with the US. They are responsible for so much chaos that happens all over the world just because it benefits them. So now all of a sudden, when they're noticing that the US is pushing it too far to the point where everybody's turning against them, now they want to say, oh, wait a minute, maybe associating ourselves with the US and doing everything the US does might not be the best thing to do. Well, you're a bit too late. I'm sorry to tell you that, but it's quite interesting seeing like them fight. Even someone from the US, I believe he's a senator. He said,
we need to ask Europe, does he speak for them? Because we're pretty heavily involved in Ukraine right now. We're spending a lot of our taxpayer money on a European war.
So even US is responding. What are your thoughts about this, fam, about what Macron said, the backlash he's received, and the European Union fighting amongst each other, basically? Let me know down below. I'm Wangil Zalalam. I'll see you on the next one. Stay blessed. Bye.